good purchase there. Okay, today, gonna be kind of a longer workout. We'll start with a warm-up. 4 rounds, 3 movements. I bet you've done all of them before, so we'll just hop right in. First thing is gonna be 10 bootstrappers. So I'm gonna come down to the bottom of the squat, grab my feet, and then I'm bringing my hips, grabbing my feet, bringing my hips up as high as I can, and then coming back down. We're gonna do 10 of those. Then we'll come on the ground and we're gonna do 5 dead bugs. So for a dead bug, I'm starting in this dead bug position. One arm and one leg are just gonna stay there. So at any point, you're gonna have one arm and one leg in this dead bug position. The opposite arm and leg are gonna move down just like that. So I'm gonna do 5 on one side and then 5 on the other. Then I can keep track. But just keeping in mind, I've always got one arm and one leg staying static that whole time. Awesome. Then we're gonna do 10 alternating Cossack squats. So I'm gonna step off to the side, nice and wide, and then I'm gonna sink down as low as I can, and then come back up. And we're gonna alternate each rep. Let's do 10 total. Here's 4 for me. Eight, 9, and 10. All right, bootstrappers, 10 of them. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dead bugs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then our alternating Cossack squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Let's do 10 bootstrappers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feel the burn. 10 dead bugs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cossack squats. Stepping off to the side, sinking down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I lost track. Was that 3 or 4? We've got one more. Well, lucky us. Let's do 10 bootstrappers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dead bugs. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In our alternating Cossack squats, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Today's workout, it's gonna be a longer one. It's gonna be a 20-minute AMRAP. We've got a whole bunch of movements. So I have pasted it in the chat if you need a reference. So first thing is 20 thrusters. Ideally, we're gonna just have something we can hold in our hand. If you don't have anything you could use for a thruster, we could just do an air squat. But thrusters are cooler. So after 20 thrusters, we're gonna do 15 lateral sprawls. So what a lateral sprawl is I'm gonna perform a sprawl, and then I'm gonna do a little lateral hop. So a sprawl by itself is bringing my hands to the ground, kicking my feet out into this push-up plank position, then popping my feet back, standing up. For a lateral sprawl, I'm just going to, when I stand up, I'm gonna hop to my side. So sprawl, hop. You can go over an object if you want, but you don't need to. You can go over imaginary line of the ground. So after 15 of those, 10 toes to object, which we'll go over before we start. 1 minute of dot hops, then 30 seconds of a waiter walk on one side, then 30 seconds on the other. If you can't walk around, that might be just an overhead hold or a single arm plank. So let's talk about all this stuff. The thruster. What am I gonna use? So I'm going to basically combine kind of like a front rack squat plus a push press. So weight, if I'm doing a single arm version, weight is resting on my shoulder like this. I'm gonna squat down, and then as I come up in the last like 10%, I'm gonna think about really hitting the boosters, really opening up my hips, locking out my legs aggressively, because I wanna replicate the bottom portion of a push press. So when I do a push press, I dip down and then I drive up. I want that drive to come from my squat. So right as I get to the top, I think about really locking out my legs, opening up my hips, and bringing the weight overhead. You could also do a two-hand version like so. Let's try a couple thrusters. Nice. Looks great. Then we got the lateral sprawl, which I explained It's just a sprawl with a side hop. Then toes to object. So for that, I'm gonna need an object. And it's a misleading phrase because my toes might not and quite likely won't get all the way to the object. So in a way, we're doing more of like a leg raise, and we're just trying to somewhat replicate what a toes to bar could be like when hanging from a gymnastics ring. So I've got my item overhead, and it's just kind of anchoring me there so I can grab it for a little bit of stability. And then I'm gonna bring my legs up just as high as I can. So as you'll see, as I do it, my feet aren't gonna get all the way to my objects. Maybe for you they can, maybe they can touch above, but just go as high as you can. If you've got a little bit of a bend in your knee and you do a little kick, just like in a toes to bar, that's okay. That's kind of what that looks like. Awesome. Then dot hops, just imagining square on the ground. You could do any cardio option you like. If you like, we've been doing a lot of classes with cardio options, so if dot hops are boring for you, you could certainly do something else. I might experiment with running in a small circle. But dot hops, I've got an imaginary square on the ground, and I'm just going from corner to corner. Just like that, staying springy on my feet. If you get really fatigued, you can do a less dynamic version. And there we're just stepping from corner to corner. That's all good. Then, last two things are the waiter walk and rest. I don't know if I mentioned there's rest after every round. So for the waiter walk, I'm just gonna bring my weight overhead, and once it's overhead, I'll observe the clock. I'll go for 30 seconds on each side. So if you've got room, like I've got a little bit of room here, so I can go a few steps forward, turn around, come back, making sure I've got my arm locked out the whole time. My bicep should be right next to my ear, not my, can't do this with weight. I'm bringing my bicep next to my ear, not my ear to my bicep, if that makes sense. So my head should be in the position it would normally be in, and my arm is coming up overhead. So if you don't have room to walk around, we can just do a static 30-second hold and then switch sides and do a 30-second hold. If you don't have, if the waiter walk is not going to work for any number of reasons, we could also do a single arm plank. So for that, I'm starting in a push-up plank position and just tucking one arm to the side, holding for 30 seconds, and then switching. Both will be quite challenging. So then 30 seconds of rest at the end of each round. I know it's a ton, but I think it'll be just a nice little moment to get a little bit of recovery in before moving back in. So quick recap, 20 minutes, 20 thrusters, 15 lateral sprawls, 10 toes to object, 1 minute dot hops, 30 seconds of a waiter walk on one side, 30 seconds on the other side, 30 seconds rest, and we'll just cycle through that for 20 minutes. Boom, easy. Cool. Everyone ready? All right. I'm gonna put 20 minutes on the clock. Let's start in 10 seconds. 2, 1, here we go. Nice work, everyone. Woo! Nice work. All right. Woo! Nice work, friends. Nicely done. Nice work. Chipping away. Nice job. Chipping away. Home stretch. Here we go. There we go. Nice work. All right. All right, one more minute. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. Nice job, everyone. Mobility today, if you want some, it's just a simple child's pose. So we're just chilling out. Sinking down, breathing. It's like a nice little cool down stretch. Fantastic job, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, buddy. That was a sweaty one.
Yeah, it was.
Thanks. Bye, Beth. Bye, Derek. Thanks, guys.